Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tim's. Yeah, what you know the vibe. You know how we're feeling. It's a hot summer day. We're still wearing hoodies. You know how we're doing it
Yeah,
today. So much energy. Just like my third cup, man. I'm sorry.
What you
I'm
got in
really
there?
not sorry. It's that brown stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it's,
so it's a real
it's
hot summer day.
this is organic Moroccan tea. Like I actually made it from
Okay.
scratch. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, T.
Yeah.
All right, got you.
This is
Bougie.
really
Got
tea
you.
though. If y'all,
Dude,
I
bougie.
don't know if y'all can
Okay.
see. Yeah, we drink organic stuff here, man.
Okay.
You
All
guys
right.
can't see
Okay.
it, but
Well,
it's still
That's a-
brown though.
let's do our intros.
Yep,
They already know who we are, right?
Come on, man.
But
You gotta give
we
it to them
gotta-
one time. Give it to
All
them
right.
one time,
The
bro.
pretty Sapats here.
Let's
Timsy
go.
Podcast, episode number 10. We got my
Yes.
brother here. What's your
Yeah, it's
name?
your boy Hassan, aka Mr. Not So Light Skin. You know how we're doing it over here. Just ask your girl, she knows about it.
Oh,
Or
damn.
if she doesn't, she would. You know
Okay.
how we're doing it. And we got a very special guest in here today. If you guys can't see, the rock star of the rock stars. This nigga's I don't even know how to introduce this nigga. He does it all, man. And
Yeah,
he
man.
only goes by one name, man. What could they call you? What could they call you, man? Let's go.
My name is Call Me Stanley, aka
Alright.
Paul McStanley, aka Rockstar Stanley. I go by many names, but
AKA bald head.
aka
Oh,
Bald
damn.
Head,
Hey, whoa.
aka Shaolin.
AKA the bald head rapper. What rapper do you know that rocks a bald head like my nigga right there, man? Come on.
Nah,
Oh yeah,
nobody-
rappers got your fake dreads on. You can't do it. You can't be yourself. You can't. No one else can be themselves like my nigga right there, man. You know how we
Okay,
doing
alright,
it?
alright.
I'm just saying. Oh yeah, rappers with your fake dreads. Be yourself.
Well-
Well, the guy with dreads.
But you're not a rapper, though.
Not yet.
No, like
We have some in the
should
works.
not
Stanley,
be.
you want to tell them?
No. God, no, hell no. Stanley, please never, ever let this nigga go on a track. Never. Do not do it.
Parody. It's a parody though. It's mad funny. I'm not gonna hold you.
It is.
No,
Nah,
I
there's
will-
some jams in there.
I will call the police if I
What the- You know it's real when a black guy threatens to call the cops.
That should never happen.
Yo, this dude
Keep
made me a
hating.
birthday song. Yo,
I made him a
like,
birthday song, man. Come on.
Yo, how did it go? Yeah, that shit.
Nah,
was
we're not
like-
doing that on the pod, bro.
Yeah,
That's for outside the pod. You know what I'm saying? They're not ready.
Yo,
Once we reach, we reach a milestone. I told Patrick I'm gonna do a freestyle on this. He doesn't like it, but it's gonna happen. On our 100th episode, there's a freestyle coming, and it's all off the dome. No Google Chrome, bro. Come on. That was just a little introduction to it.
Anyway, if y'all not familiar with Stanley, I would like to go ahead and play his song "Fool." Super, super dope.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
All right. Hey, get it closer to the mic so, like, you know.
Yeah, drive through, girl, I'm always on the go. So low, but I still put on a show. I don't like to boast, cause my struggle was a construct. You ask me how I'm doing, I tell you it's so private. Never exaggerated. I've been out killing demons, feel like it's another ending. Running back and forth, wait, hold up, I think I need a minute. Something poured in my cup, what is this that I'm really sipping? Oh, some bullshit.
That's some bullshit. Get out of town. Hey, that's my nigga called me Stan. Yo, we need some gunshots on this, man. We can't do it too
We
soon,
ain't got
but
no-
pew pew pew. Bop 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 bop. You hear it?
Well, in usual Timsy tradition, what they
course.
make you say this week?
Oh man, they made me say a lot. They made me say it's too freaking hot in New York, and I need to get my ass out of New York, man. I cannot deal with another heat wave. Okay,
You can't
I
deal with
can't.
shit, can you?
I can't deal with another heat wave, man.
But here
It's
you
really
are
too hot.
in a hoodie, no AC, and hot tea.
Who said there's no AC? There's an AC coming
Yeah.
in.
Come in.
Coming in. It's ordered. It's on its way. You know, when I purchase something, it has to be of the highest quality. I just don't buy. I won't buy
okay.
any regular AC. That's for regular
Okay.
niggas. I'm not a regular nigga.
Frigid
No.
premium.
Premium. It's custom made for me to
Oh,
fit
okay.
my specific needs. So it's
Gotcha.
coming in. You
to
know, people can relate to it, but yeah,
produce a
that's
comfortable living
environment
a
for me.
habitat.
Exactly, a comfortable habitat. My room is my escape, so I have to treat it as such.
Oh,
So the AC is coming off eBay. Once it gets in, we'll fix it in there. But no, honestly, what they're making me say this week is that New Yorkers need to stay their asses home before we go through a second round of this. Because last weekend, Steinway was not looking like social distancing was going on. It was Steinway and I think another part of Brooklyn. The mayor had to come out and even bring like cops over there, like a lot of cops, to disperse it. And someone got shot there too. See, there shouldn't be enough people in the location for altercations in order to happen. Like,
But
especially
you
in
only need a
pandemic.
couple people for an altercation.
Dude, it was
To be
packed.
clear.
I'm saying like beyond packed. Like after this Google like Stanway weekend, it was even trending on Twitter because of how much people were like people that don't even live there were just going there to just like hang because
Yeah.
there's a bunch of hookah bars and I'm like, this is very weird.
I don't
And
know
I
if people
don't want to
gonna
go through a
learn
second
These
second
fucking
wave, man. 'cause
nasty
we're doing
hookah
so
bars.
well. Hookah's disgusting anyways. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to my Middle Eastern people. I love y'all. Like Drake said, Ana Habibti into Ana Ahla. Yeah, but I actually do speak Arabic beyond that. So I'm just joking. But
Yeah.
Ana Asif Laysa Urid. You know, we'll save that for another day. But
Question.
I just want to tell New Yorkers to stay their asses home and not like get a second wave there.
Okay.
What's good, Stan?
Translate that Drake line though.
Oh,
I don't
he
know
just
what
said, no. He said, "Hey, Habibti is like my. It's like a word you tell your girl, like my love. Me and you are the sweetest." But he said it in a weird way. He said, "Habibti, please, Ana akid inti wa Ana ahla." I know that, like, you know, me and you are like the sweetest, because ahla is a conjugation of hilwa, which means sweet. So just a little lesson on your head top, you know. If you guys want to learn Arabic, just hit my line. I'm here. I took 2 years of it, so it's not in vain.
Good
Yeah.
educational experience.
Good at it. Now, when I heard that bar, I was like, wait a second, whoa.
Damn, I'm tight. He did that. I'm supposed to do that first.
Now I'll teach you some African
the
stuff to
homie.
throw in the bars, bro.
Damn.
Come on. Nah, Stan, we'll use some real African Ghanaian stuff in your bars, man. We'll reach that demographic in this very special way. Don't worry about it.
Yo, I got this Afro beat, so that would be perfect.
Yeah,
There
I'll
you go.
intro it for you. I'll intro it.
No.
I'm not
Nah.
rapping. I said intro. I'll
No,
host it.
Nothing.
Oh my god, I can't even like be funny on it. Like ad libs and like in house or something.
No.
Nah,
You
I'll
better
write
quarantine.
something down. I'll write something down for it then. Damn. Stanley, forget Patrick. We're gonna have a conversation, all right? It'll be fire. It's more fire than Burna Boy or Davido or Wizkid. It's even more lit than that.
alright,
Now, Patrick, what did they make you say this week, man?
All right, look. I'm mine's quick. It's just a reminder. Trump is trying to slow walk y'all to a dictatorship. Like we just like this cut the shit. You know, I don't know how else, you know, what more he has to do to make it clear. I'm dispersing military here, there, pepper spraying or tasing y'all mayor, this, that, and the third. I just don't know what else he has to do to make it clear that this is what he's trying to do. And even damn, what is the chick's name connected to Epstein?
Who?
Gali, whatever the hell. Who
Gilly-
cares?
Wait, the one that got caught?
Yeah, her name's not important, but
Yeah, not important enough.
you know that threatening people. Her son gets shot, and then
Yeah.
the guy kills himself on his passenger side of the car. Like it's just a bunch of
It's a lot of disgusting things going on
Yeah,
out there,
like,
man.
I don't know.
2020 is just a weird vibe and all, but
I could go
look at our
on about
leader.
that, but
look at our leader. That's
he
it.
don't get that much airtime. Stanley, what they make you say this week? Man?
Yeah, how you
It could
feeling
be
this
anything.
week, man?
what?
What they make you say this week? What's on your mind this week? What's like staying on your head top? What's like what can't you get rid of? What can't you shake off? You know what I'm saying?
All right, so can I say last week's and this week's because they're both like kinda
Yeah.
connected. All right. So last
Say
week
both of
was, yeah, so it's kind of a mixture of the two. last week was like, just strictly, business, like, getting music done, shoots done, and then this week, business but mixed with pleasure. So like,
Whoa.
like I'm focused. So I'm like focused on
Pleasure,
these
huh?
these different females, and then also business at the same time. So like kind of like, just
Dabbling, dabbling.
just going back and forth, basically. So like I'm like trying to like, oh shit, damn, this is on air. Actually, never mind that.
You can't say the name, sir.
Nah, it's just one.
Oh,
Shit.
okay.
Damn, I gotta. Fuck.
He just put himself in a hole. Let me get my nigga out of this hole, man. It's all good.
You gotta cut that.
No, we're not cutting that. It's going on, and we're keeping it
Nah,
raw.
we here now.
Yeah. You said it. Stick it.
Hey,
Stay with it, sir.
is she supporting Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
All the way.
Okay.
All the way,
she's
all
good,
the way.
man. She's good people.
All the way.
But business. Describe what you mean by business. We want to know. We want to hear slightly a little bit more of your day-to-day activities of a business owner and a musician and an artist and all forms of
Mhm.
Yeah. So I
The sense
usually
of it.
keep like everything separate. So like music, clothes. Like I kind of like try to like focus on two like at different days. So like I'll have like a day where like I'll just strictly focus on music. So like I'll have like beats that I worked on with my producer, and then like I'll have to like finish writing the song, and then like I'll write the song, go to the studio, record the ideas that I have down. Sometimes like I don't have anything written down, and then I just record on the spot whatever's on my head.
Freestyle it.
Yeah, like it depends. Like it's always a different process when creating. And then like another day, like I might just keep track of like orders that I gotta fulfill for the third selection teas, come up with like different ideas, communicate with like my manufacturer overseas, you know discovering like different fabrics, cuts, trying to get the cuts right. So like I'll like barely get sleep and stuff like that, because like since it's overseas, I have to communicate with the manufacturer like over here like around like midnight. So like I'll be talking to the manufacturer. Yeah.
It
So like I
definitely
really don't.
makes sense.
Yeah. So I rarely
Yeah.
sleep, but
I mean, that's part of the grind. That's part of the
Yeah.
grind. How would you say you come up with you manifest your ideas onto to become a palatable form of art? I like that word, palatable.
ooh, luxurious. That sounds luxurious. Luxurious. But
How do you say
usually,
you go from idea to a hoodie, or like an idea to a song, or an idea to a finished product?
usually like I take inspiration off of like things that I like enjoy. I like, so like even with fabrics, like my preferred fabrics, I like luxurious stuff that just feels luxurious, stuff that sounds luxurious. Like you could just rock it in an expensive car, or like an expensive environment. Like it just looks good, it feels good.
So it's a feeling.
Yeah,
Essentially.
it's a feeling. Like you just know, like when you look at something, you're like, wow, that looks so luxurious. Like it could be anything.
Right.
Like food, you're like, wow, that's like welly
Oh,
put together.
I have a
That
crazy
looks,
story.
you be like,
Should I
that looks
tell
so
it?
good.
Should I tell it? It just happened yesterday. I'm telling anyways. So
Go ahead.
with regards to food, right? I'm hanging out with this guy Stanley yesterday. We're walking around in Brooklyn. He wants to be bougie. He said he's hungry. I was like, okay, let's find something we can eat, right? So we're walking really we passed a bunch of places. It was like, nah, I'm gonna take you to this one spot. We go there, he sees it, it's outside seating. He wants to feel bougie. He was like, all right, I want to stay here. They don't have menus. You use your phone to scan some. That got him. That just did it for him. He was like, we're eating here. I was like, I guess. For me, it looked a bit too white, but this guy said he wants to. So I was like, okay, F it. And lo and behold, we sit down and he orders this thing he's never seen on the menu. It's the most bougiest thing on the menu is what he ordered. He doesn't even remember. Do you remember, Stanley?
It was it looked like freaking plants. Like it was like green.
Like, what was it called? The name was very fancy. So he
It came with the pot and soil too.
Came with fertilizer.
I don't know what it was. I thought it was gonna be spaghetti because it said something spaghetti. So I thought it was gonna be spaghetti. So I thought it was like, pasta. And then I get it, and then it's like you know,
You have to
bring.
say what you said after the order was done, though. Before the waiter leaves, this dude pulls something I've never seen. He calls the waiter back. The waiter comes back, and he goes, can you also make it gluten free? Thank you." And then sends the waiter away. And I was like, "Wait a minute, since when are you allergic to gluten, my friend?"
I'm not allergic. I'm just
I was like,
lactose.
"Oh, damn, you really mean this bougie lifestyle, huh?" So I ordered the simplest thing. I know I could like no one could really mess up, right? So I ordered like soup, because I'm like, hey, there's no way you can mess up soup. It's soup. Like
Nah, something can always
they
get messed up.
they f that soup up too,
Yo,
bro.
people mess up rice, so
Dude, I was looking around for like hot sauce or like salt for the soup. And lo and behold, his meal came. It was ass, beyond ass. He could even take 4 bites.
I took like 5, man. Nah, 10, 10, 10, a good 10. Man.
Yeah,
I
but
was trying
then
to show
we
off.
yeah, but then we met like some artists over there, some people in the fashion business, and we became great friends and talked over there. So that distracted us from the terrible food. So all in
Yeah.
all, it was a beautiful experience. But go back to talking about how much of a bougie lifestyle you exhibit within your art.
But like I just try to like talk to people that like, you know, because basically like I want to create like that connection to the people that could like, you know, just fund / invest in like my ideas, because sometimes like my ideas are like way out of
Mhm.
pocket, and like I can't, you know, fully invest in it. So like I'll try to like make the best of quality product, and then usually that quality product will attract people that, you know, could afford it.
Yeah,
So and then like once, you know, because like with every purchase is basically like an investment, like you're basically investing in a brand, and then like with every release the quality is just going to get even better. Like, you know, Third Selection, I started off with the tees, now the hoodies, which are like cut and sewn, and it's like, you know, the Third's signature fit, so it's like kind of like a loose fit. It's not oversized, but it's like loose fit. I don't know how to explain it, but it's
no,
different.
I
It's
understand what you mean by loose
yeah,
fit. The silhouette of it is very wide and like comfortable.
yeah, and its shoulders are like slightly dropped. It's not like overly oversized
It's
like
like a
Yeezy.
vintage tee, kind of.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
like the perfect, to me, like it's like the fit that I've been looking for, because like a lot of brands either like have the freaking length like crazy long, or like it's just like crazy big. Like I feel like the measurements are not like, I feel like they didn't focus on the measurements for like every solitary size. So like small, medium, large, and extra large, like the sizing would be crappy on the extra large or the
Oh
large,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and I feel
yeah.
like they're
It
not
usually
consistent.
gets like that.
Exactly. So like with this like this first release for the hoodies, like I'm just gonna focus on small, medium, and large, because I really want to like I really want to perfect those sizes before I move on to the extra large, which will be like, you know, in like the near future for like the
Mm,
next collection.
yeah, beautiful. One more question before Patrick like takes over. Why the name Third Selection? How did you come up with that? You're laughing because I
Nah,
know the
cause
answer to it, but I want people to know.
yeah, but it's cool because it's actually like a part like of my name. Like I'm like the third in my generation. You know, my full name is Stanley Garrett the third. So like,
Isn't that
you know,
sick? Like I've never
yeah,
heard that. When I heard that, I was like, "Yo,
yeah.
that's a
So
sick
like,
name."
it's like, yo, that's a sick name. You should like make it into a brand. So like, I was like,
I got ideas, baby.
and then like Third Selection, and then it basically stands for like, you know, like it's a product that's gonna last you for like generations. So
Mm.
therefore, it's not uh, a fast fashion brand. It's
Oh
more
no,
of
we
a
don't do
luxury
fast
brand.
fashion here.
Nah, that's disgusting, man. That's
Yeah,
horrible. No,
cut that.
no. So this hoodie
H&M,
is gonna
Zara, oh
last you.
yeah,
No,
What about Uniqlo?
it's not fast fashion.
nah, nah. I still got my Uniqlo products, and they still last me.
Nah,
They're pretty
Uniqlo is
good.
quality.
Yeah,
Uniqlo gets a pass, but everything else, F out of here.
yeah. They. Ugh, ugh.
Nah, I feel
Yeah.
you.
But definitely I want to focus on like, you know, quality and basically build that around the brand, my music. So like every song that you hear is like, oh wow, it's like, is this dude signed? Like you would like
It's
think
coming.
that. No, I don't need to get signed. I'll stay independent, you know. Talking about ownership.
Hey,
Talk about ownership, man. That's important.
Right.
Like the more, if you own 100% of what you create, yeah, that's a lot of money, man.
that's a
So
lot
like,
of. IP to start with. That's just like
Well, you just
owning
control your
intellectual property.
own path, like where you want to go
Exactly.
with things. So I think that's more valuable than any amount of money, because you know, you see so many artists like complain about, oh, I couldn't put this out or do this or do that. I had to make this
Yeah.
track or that track. And then that could actually create problems with your funds anyway, because if you have all this influence, and I'm not someone that's deep in the music industry by any stretch of the imagination, but from what I'm seeing is that, like, if this label says we need you to do like at least 5 tracks that are like a pop feel on your album, but
Yeah,
people really want this other sound from you, that could really like that could be detrimental to you.
yeah.
So,
And it depends on the type of deal you get. You were gonna say, Stanley?
I guess yeah, like like you said, like it depends on like the deal. But it's cool to have like full creative direction, like you know what you want to create, so you could just create it. Like me, like I create things based on like what I love, and like if I love something, then I'm gonna create it. You know, that's basically why I started this, because I was like, you know what, like I want to create something that I could like call like my own, wear clothes that I could call my own, because it just feels better at the end of the day. Like you worked so hard to like create something, and it finally happened, and then you're like, wow, this is
right.
like amazing. And then like
Yeah.
you just wear that product every day, and then people are like, whoa, where you get that? And I'm like, oh, I made this. And they're gonna like, no, you're lying. And
Starts the conversation, right?
I'm like, nah, I'm not lying. Look. It starts a conversation. And yeah, like I've been planning this since I was like in high school, and I'm like 21 now. So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool to like see the progress, like from like conversations to like actualization. Like it's
Mm.
Mhm.
it's happening. It's happening. Like I'm in reality, and like I'm doing it, and it's
This is your reality.
completed. You know.
Yeah. Okay. I actually would want to know again how exactly you got started in music. Like, why music? What made you get in it? What made you just start writing rhymes or just pick up the mic to start recording and say, "Yo, I think this is what I'm meant to do."
He knew motherfuckers like you was out there trying to get on the mic.
Ah!
He
Yo,
said, I
yo.
can't have it.
Why do you think they made autotune? It's for niggas like me, bro. Come on, stop playing. Again, the 100th episode, man. You just keep
That's
hating.
funny.
You're just putting the hype on it. 100th episode is going down. I'm coming in here with a full rock star outfit. I'm not even sitting. I'm standing for the whole thing. I'm performing.
These
Changing
niggas
the
stand
lights.
up.
I'm changing the lights to this. Let me show you, actually. I'm about to switch it. Just give you a glimpse of what's going to happen here.
Oh nah. Damn,
Oh
I gotta
my
get
God.
lights. I gotta get lights now.
Nah, no. Yo, maybe I'll even bring you in on the performance, man. Oh, you see that? Oh, you're not ready. Oh, what? It's blue. It's pink now. What? Oh, you thought it was a joke?
Not
I
gonna
could
hold you.
perform right now. I'm ready.
That's tight.
No,
I'm
no,
ready to
no.
perform.
Stanley,
But don't
please
perform, though.
continue.
Don't perform.
Yeah.
Look, it's blue now. What?
Nah, but
I actually might keep it blue for today. Or should I
but to
switch it back?
answer, nah, keep it like that.
Alright,
But now
bet.
to answer your question, like it, like as a kid, like I wasn't as entirely open, so like I always, came up with like, just actually I didn't write, like I just freestyle melodies in my head and stuff like that, and came up with lyrics and stuff like that, and then like my family was like, hey, you should, write down your lyrics and stuff like that. And I was like, nah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. And then like when I was like in 6th grade, like I never performed in front of people. I was like, nah, I can't do that. That's too much. That's too much. And then like I was writing. This dude saw me writing like in class. He was like, yo, what is that? And I was like, oh, I'm just writing. He was like, he was reading out loud. He was like, yo, you should write. You should have this as a rap, man, because everything rhymes. And I was like, I know, because it is. And he was like, oh, you rap? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, rap for me right now.
Like,
and I'm like,
yeah.
so like, I wasn't as like, like
Confident.
yeah, I wasn't confident at that time. But then like he pushed me, and then like, I'm here. Actually, let's take it step by step. So I got to the level where like I could perform at a talent show. So I had my first talent show. That was like middle school. So like, it was getting ready. It was my turn. Yeah, I was shaking like crazy. I was like, shh, like, bro. I was looking at the person next to me. I was like, are you ready? Like, and then
They're like, yeah, it's you.
Yeah, it's your turn, nigga. Like, don't look at me asking me
so
if
like
I'm ready.
I was like mad. I was shaking like crazy. Like I was like, oh damn. And I was walking. Like they called my name at that time. I was like called like some stupid name, like
What
Cipher or
was it?
something.
What was it?
It's like Cipher. I was
Oh,
like,
that's not stupid. That sounds like an artist's name.
bro, that sounds like a nerd name, man.
A cipher.
That doesn't sound sexy enough, man.
If we have
Doesn't,
Sci-Hi, the kid, we can have Cipher, bro.
bro, that
Bro, it's
dude.
all.
Come on.
We have. I saw someone's name like recently, Lil Pogo or something like that. Like Cipher sounds cooler than Lil Pogo for sure.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
mad people had that name, so I was like,
Okay,
it's
I
done
get
though.
what you mean.
But I got on the stage, right? Grabbed the mic, and then after that, like everything changed. It was like 300 people. Like I was performing in front of 300 people. I was like, whoa. And then like the beat started. It was like a house beat. Back then I was rapping on house beats. I was like a kid, so like, I started rapping. I was rapping like crazy fast. And then like everybody was like, oh, and then I was like feeding off of like the energy. So like my ego just like skyrocketed. I was like, oh, I like this feeling. And then after it was done, like I was like, wow, this feels amazing. Like I didn't like the feeling before the fact, but like during it, like it was like
It was
adrenaline.
great.
Yeah,
Right.
like I just loved it. Like it was like, experience. So like I was like, you know what, maybe I should keep doing this. So basically, I was like, learning how to like songwrite, learning like my vocal ability throughout the years, and like, finally found myself. And then like at the end of high school, that's when I started professionally recording. And like I just got in touch with like different parts of the industry, people from the industry. At that time, people was like A&Rs were like, you don't got it. Like
Mhm.
they were saying like
Mm.
it's not it. So like it would be like
How did that make you feel exactly in that moment?
I kind of like I was like, nah, this dude's bugging. I
Yeah.
fuck with this.
Yeah.
At that time, because I was like, I didn't know what sounded good. I didn't know my full potential. But then,
Mm.
I went to college at LaGuardia, and then I played this for my homie, and then he was like, oh, you're a rapper? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yo, I figured, man, because you always coming in with the fly outfits. So I was like, yeah. So I showed him the song, and then he was like, yo, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The lyrics are fire, but the beat is trash. So I was listening to it. I was
Was
like,
it one of those clown beats from YouTube?
no, it wasn't. It was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like hippie-ish. That was like
Oh,
my
right.
hippie phase.
Was it kind of lo-fi ish? Maybe.
Yeah, like in a way, like it wasn't sexy enough. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like
I
it's
feel
not like now, like now the production feels full, complete. But then I actually listened to it. I was like, yeah, this dude is right. It's trash, man. Like the lyrics weren't there. Like the beat wasn't there. So for him to say my lyrics was good, I was like, that's cap. That's not even true, man. Like it wasn't even. It's not at the level.
He had to
it is now.
cover it up sometimes somehow.
Yeah. So like he could have just said, yo, it's trash. So after that, like I finally fell upon Full. So that was like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah. And it was like a 1 year process of like completing and
Oh, I
mastering
know.
Full. Yeah. Because we had to get the mix right because of the guitar. It was like, whew, it was a real bitch mixing that shit. Because like we try to get the sound just right. And finally we got everything right. And the video was a whole process too. But I love the experience, and I just want to keep, just like breaking barriers and stuff, like creating like a new innovative sound and look.
Yeah, and the apparel to match it too, because I feel like
Yeah,
your clothes match your energy, and that's what attracts people to it.
exactly.
And like you said, especially the first hoodie that I didn't get my hands on, I'm still kind of tired of that. It says a call for community, right? And like when people wear that hoodie, they do feel like they're part of something. They do feel like the communal aspect is there. When like if I'm wearing a third selection hoodie and I see someone else wearing it, I know they know you, and that's big.
Yeah,
because then we share the same interests in that.
exactly. And it sparks a conversation. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to build like an entire community. And I actually got that idea from like this artist that I met like a while back, St. John. It was like a brief 10-minute, conversation, but it was like
Mhm.
it was important. Like the words that took place was important and it inspired me to push Third Selection and to, create and source, something of my own from overseas and create it overseas and bring it back here and, you know, sell it,
And it's
sell that.
yeah.
It inspired me. And I was like, wow, you know what? Maybe I should really create something of my own instead of like hiding in the shadows. Like I want to
Right.
Yeah.
create something to stand out.
And was it a straightforward process? Because I feel like a lot of people that have brands don't give an insight into how exactly they go about creating it. No one wants to show when you're walking in the garment district, going to this manufacturer, or that manufacturer, and that manufacturer, like spending hours there and just having it lead to nowhere, or just like getting samples that are messed up, or putting your money here and not it being the same thing you wanted. Building the website, coming up with a whole marketing plan. No one talks about it. Everyone wants to see the
Yeah,
final product, and that's it. But I
I
want
know.
you to give us like some form of what you've learned throughout the process of making ideas come into fruition. Because I want people out there that want to create to know that look, it's not gonna be easy, but everyone can do it. You just have to like keep your 10 toes down and just keep your head on the idea and like focus on it.
Well, with that too, I feel like everyone has a different journey. So I think that, some people, there's someone that could like stumble upon your
Mm,
clothing, your music, and then it it may look like some overnight thing, but you've been
yeah.
consistently working, but maybe you did skip some steps due to someone discovering you in that manner.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or I don't know. I think it could be a wide range of things. But sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Stan.
Yeah. Like it was like, especially now in this generation, this day and age, like the most important thing and the thing that helped me a lot was the internet.
Google.
The
Shout
internet,
out to Google.
shout out to Google. Like that was like basically it like fast forward like my learning curve of like everything, especially like in the industry, the clothing industry, like how to like create clothes, um, where to source from, like what not to do, what to do, what to expect, what not to
Mm-hmm.
expect. You know what I mean? Like it's just like looking at like other people's experiences, like on social media, the internet, and like how like they experience sourcing overseas and stuff like that for like their own clothes and products. Like it kind of like helped me and kind of like fast paced me to like creating my own hoodie. And like I just looked out, like I like just kept in mind like the mistakes they made and the things they did right, and I kind of just put it into like my own formula of like sourcing overseas. So like that's basically how I stumbled upon like my manufacturer. It's kind of easy to find it. You just put in the keywords like on the internet, it'll pop right up. Like it's very
Yeah.
simple. Like
Right.
it's not like, I feel like you don't even have to depend on like strongly depend on a person. Like you could always get it done yourself.
Oh yeah.
If you really want it that bad, you could really get it done yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's one thing I actually know about you. Like when you say you're gonna do something, like by the end of the day, it's done. Like I remember we sit down and come up with ideas on designs, and it'd be 12 o'clock that same night. You send me like 5 different designs. I'm like, what the hell? This nigga doesn't sleep. Like, like how did he create it that fast? But it goes to show how like dedicated you are when you have an idea, and that exhibits itself in music. Because I remember shooting a video for Fool. And I'm like, yo, we shot it once in that one location. I helped style it and everything. And I'm like, okay, this is it. It's set. Music video is gonna come out in like 2 months. Yay. Yeah, no, it took a whole year. It took a whole year because this dude just kept going back, fixing this, adding this, taking that out. Just I think that's an artist like mindset though, things that come along with it. What do you think?
That's true. Like I just want to get it like, because I remember like in the past, like I didn't think about videos as like an art piece. And then when I started to get more like like, oh, I want to create art, like something that lasts. So like when you look back at it, it's like, wow, like I really did that, and it's like really enjoyable. Like it looks good, it looks sexy, it looks luxurious, like it looks ratchet. Like I wanted to create something like that. So like I want to make it feel like it's really a art piece, something beautiful to watch. So like I really like getting all the details right
Okay.
because I want everything I do to be an art piece.
Do you think that's a blessing or a curse?
It could be. It's
It goes
both, man.
both ways, right?
It's both ways, man. It's a curse because like I don't like the process, and it's a blessing because I like the end result. Like it comes out beautifully in the end, and that's what I love about like that process. It's like a love and hate relationship. Same as making music. Like it's not all peach, you know. Like
Right.
it's not all peachy, but
Ichi.
yeah, it's not peachy. You know what I mean? Not everything's not peachy. Everything's not, you know, as peachy as it seems.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
gotta.
Yeah, what up?
I was gonna say like sometimes you gotta like, you know, go through the dirt to like reach, you know, water or like
Sprout.
the city. You know,
To reach the city through the dirt?
you gotta go through the dirt to reach the city, man.
Oh, this
So you
is
gotta-
called
you
the
gotta-
subway.
Bro, I'm talking about, all right, so let's say like I'm in the desert, right? I'm stranded in the desert, right? I still gotta go through the desert to get to the city. The city is where I want to go.
Okay. What
That's where I wanna
city is
go.
that? New York or LA? Because everyone in music just wants to go to LA and live there.
Well, you could like I feel like both cities are cool. Like New York City is cool, LA is cool. Like they're both, to me, they're both the same, because at the end of the day, artists travel back and forth. So like
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like NYC and LA are like the core of like creatives. So like it doesn't really matter. I feel like LA has different locations where it's like very appealing to shoot, and NYC is like more gritty. Like it's
Grungy.
more,
Yeah.
it's grungy, it's dirty. It's
Damn, well,
like
you have to say dirty
LA
like
dirty
that.
too now.
Ah, look. He's got a cap for New York. So, like,
Nah,
you
I'm
can't
just
say New
saying,
York is
like,
dirty like
this-
that, nigga. Like,
Let's keep it real though. Like that
Mhm.
downtown LA.
yeah,
mm,
but LA is like more space. It's more
Oh, yeah.
spacious. You know what I mean?
No
Like
doubt.
it's like,
It's a lot of emptiness
I don't know how to explain
inside
it, but
and out.
it's just like the smell over there is different from here.
True.
Like, you know when you go to Florida and then you smell like that Florida smell, it's like, wow, it's like it smells like
Racism.
Ah! It smells like the KKK in here.
Smell like hot dog water down here.
Ew, that's what New York smells like. If you want the description of what New York smells like, it's hot dog water.
Nah.
Still
smell
hot
like-
dog water with the white like little fats on top. Ew.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, that's New York for you. If you can live through that, you can live through racism.
When you saw they was giving up in New Jersey, they was all the little Trump supporters on their boats and shit. So
They can move. We'll just drown them. No, I'm kidding.
funny.
Kidding. That's a joke. FBI agent watching me right
It's
now.
a joke.
It's a joke. I don't mean it. Mean no harm. I'm just trying to just work. Okay, it's
Yeah.
comedy. It's
well,
all
look.
comedy.
With all the talk of music, all three of us creative in some way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just feel that music itself is just such an inspiration. Why don't y'all two give me like your favorite, well, not favorite, but an album or a singular song or just an artist, just one of the three, not all three, that have impacted your life in some way. Something you always go back to, like when you need
Yeah.
that inspiration and when you're working.
Actually, I recently when I was completing the brand book that I was always telling you about,
Right.
I put on just a second, let me look it up. Friday Night Lights by J. Cole. And I
Okay.
remember listening to that like throughout high school. That's what pushed me to even like, just do all of my little things here and there. But that album it was a mixtape, right? But
Mm-hmm.
but the way he worded it, you could tell he was hungry, and to capture that form of emotion from it and apply it to what I'm doing right now is just amazing. So, J. Cole, I even had the Dreamville hoodie at one point, so you could tell how much of an impact, yeah, I did. I had it when it first dropped, the first ever
Yeah.
Dreamville drop. I copped, and like I had it for a while until I gave it to this girl. But, yeah,
Hey,
I
if
still
you
think about that
watching,
hoodie.
we gonna need that shit back.
I'm gonna need that hoodie back.
Yeah.
But no, J. Cole is inspirational in all forms. I mean, now that he's rich, you could see the transition from like when he had nothing to when he was rich, and like just going back and listening to his early tapes are just like it's very like, oh, okay, I gotta go get it myself, and I could do it. And like he has a saying that goes "dollar in a dream."
Right.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm also going by. Like it makes you just wanna hustle and wanna go after like whatever it is that you want. So J. Cole's inspirational. I don't listen to him as much right now. Right now I listen to a lot of groovy, spacey music like 451 Forever Friday Day.
Mhm.
Those are the type of like people I listen to when I'm trying to be creative and not necessarily hustle. But when it comes to actually putting the groundwork, it's just like J. Cole, Kendrick. I know I'm not like a big hip hop head, so I don't know about
No,
the
you good.
old,
You
yeah.
good. It's just
Well, yeah.
it's just some one artist, one album, one song inspired.
Yeah.
You. What about you, Stanley? I know someone had to inspire you. I know it wasn't
myself.
Hassan, but
Myself. Nah, it's me. I'm very inspirational.
I know.
Actually, that's my second inspirational. That's me. But
I thought you were gonna say me. I was like, oh wait,
nah, that's
I'm
me.
not
It's me.
ready.
That's my
Okay.
second inspiration.
bet.
So like I have like 3 people that I looked up to. One that's
Uh-huh.
recent. He's actually like he just start like St. John. Like kudos to him because like it's very rare for like me to connect with like a new artist.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like he had like this one song that like I like connected with like, and it's like in my head for like years. Like I heard it like what Hassan,
song
like
was that?
two Reflex like 2 years
Oh
ago.
yeah. I was on
Bro,
that
like-
too.
Like
I think we were listening to him like 2 or 3 years ago before like
Yeah.
the recent blow up. But
yeah, and like just the way he worded it and like the emotion, like picture me balling, picture me with the fifth and he's so far, and
yeah,
picture me riding around here with the Benz, oh, picture me blinding with the tents on the window. You could tell by the looks of it, I got the feeling. Like it's just, damn,
It's a
like,
feeling. It's like
you know what I mean? Like it's just like a whole vibe, the production, like everything. That was actually like one of my favorite albums, top to bottom. I listened to the whole thing, and like the whole presentation he had for it was like perfect. Like that's like the only artist where like I actually bought their merch, and that's rare. You don't see me doing that.
yeah.
It's rare, and that's because like he actually put like effort into making his merch. He
Yeah.
got that shit sourced.
And he was already doing like the whole brand thing from even before he got like big.
Exactly. And that's kind of like what inspired me to do, that, to like actually like, put effort into like, presentation. I feel like that's like important, especially like when I was like in school, like working on presentations. Like, so I started that and now I'm doing it like in real life, like, applying that. So like, to me, like it's nothing new. Like I've been doing it since school, since freaking high school. It's just that I gotten better at it now. Like now I'm applying it into like real life situations, which is cool. So like school, I did learn stuff from school, but like a lot of stuff like I learned from like experiences, real life experiences. So
Yeah.
like I definitely like blended the two. And then another inspiration would be like Pharrell. He's like another big inspiration, like fashion wise.
Is it because he doesn't age?
Yeah, he really don't, man.
It's so weird. To this day, I look at him and I'm like, yo, what is it? What water does this nigga drink, man?
Water.
Dude, I drink water. You know how many of these things I drink a day?
Nah. He drinking some type of diamond filtered Mars
They got the.
packed.
Did you ever see the freaking the $1,000 water? Like it comes in like a briefcase.
Yeah.
It's like it's like
Imagine being rich enough
$1,000.
to waste money like that.
comes from like crystals or some shit.
It better
Yeah.
come from niggas water. I'm gonna create this shit right now. Look,
Nah,
crying is water too, man.
but like he was definitely an inspiration. And like, you know, Pharrell, he had like this group called NERD, and like
yeah.
they had like the first album called like In Search Of, and like that album really connected because it just felt like it felt very cinematic, it felt real, and it was like it had like that rock feel to it. So it was like a real like experience. Like it's pretty cool. Like it also inspired Fool too. Like NERD definitely inspired Fool. So like a
Okay.
mixture of like NERD
I
and
kind of hear that in there.
St. John.
You
Yeah.
say that, yeah.
So like it was like a mixture. I just wanted to like modernize it basically to modernize that feel. So like it feels like, you know, cinematic, like you're there, and then the visuals actually help with that.
Mm.
So like wait, what were you saying?
No, I was gonna say. So when you listen to your song, you want the audience to kind of picture it,
Exactly.
have the imagination paint a picture of what you're saying, essentially.
Exactly. So like so when I write, like I'm very specific on what I write. Like
I know that.
I don't just like go in like freestyle, but when I do freestyle, it's specific to a one topic / concept. I think that's really important because, you know, some people when they create songs, it's all over the place. Like I like to create like a whole story and like just so you could just visualize it.
Right.
That's interesting to hear, actually, because I think Patrick could also, like, you know, relate to that when, like, you listen to a song and you know it's gonna be just an empty song. By empty song, I just mean money, cars, chains, woman. I'm rich and you're not. And there's also songs where it's just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can make an empty song really, like, you know, with a vibe, and there's a time and place for that, and like some
Well,
people
I
are
think-
really talented in making those type of songs too.
I think those, if that's the song, I don't think all songs that have that subject matter would be considered an empty song.
No, I'm saying empty song because I don't have any other way to describe it. Empty isn't like just it's the substance. For
So
me,
it lacks some substance that you can connect with. what you're
me
saying.
personally, that's what
Okay.
I meant by empty song because I didn't know any other way to put it. But
Gotcha.
there's no actual description of what an empty song is. I think it's a term I just coined. Like, what the hell is an empty song? Who knows?
I feel like an empty song is like a person that doesn't like have
It's like
full
my songs.
feeling. They don't believe in themselves. That was actually me when I first started out. Like
Look at me, I'm creating definitions out here, man.
it was empty. Like that like when starting off, like it was empty because I didn't have belief in myself. Once I got confidence, then that's when Full happened, and then the song after that, and then everything that's to come in the future.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Patrick, you were saying something alluding to people that make songs about like that. I know there are artists that are specifically, you know, well versed within that sphere, and I respect them for it. Maybe it's just not for me. How about let me word it like that? It's not for me. I mean, I'll listen to it in a club or a bar or like driving.
Well, I'll say this, and I guess it'll be kind of cliche, but it is the truth for me that like Jay-Z definitely, like, his music. Y'all been to a Jay-Z concert, I'm assuming, like both of y'all been in New York early.
I haven't been to a Jay-Z concert. I'm so sorry.
I went
Am I
to
not
one.
black?
I went to one.
Is my black card revoked?
Nah, you just ain't been.
Yeah.
I actually went to he was on tour with Justin Timberlake, so like it was like a split concert. It was dope.
Yeah.
Like it was
Oh
dope.
no, that album was nice. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like off the was it late, the one before 444.
Now I know what you mean. It was the one with the album cover
For
where
Great Gatsby.
I think it was Magna Carta. I think that's what it's called.
No. The one with JT was some.
It was
have phones.
a few
I'm
of
gonna
them
look
was
it up.
for that Great Gatsby movie, right?
Yeah, I think so. Just
I don't think it made it to the I think it had like a separate, what you call it, like he had his songs and then like some songs that went to that specific Great Gatsby album.
Gotcha.
But because it's weird how they do it.
Oh yeah,
It's
but
very weird.
I don't know, for me, like
Magna Carta is what's called. Yeah, Magna Carta.
Magna Carta.
Yeah.
But there's a isn't there a Justin Timberlake album with like the little, I don't even know what it is. It
I
looks
know
like a
what he had on.
kaleidoscope or something.
I think that was on his own album, and he had Jay-Z features on it.
Got you.
Correct me
Okay,
if I'm wrong.
that
yeah,
makes
with
sense.
Suit and Tie. That's the song that
Yeah,
Jay Z
yeah, yeah.
featured
Got
on
you.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
that was a
Yeah,
big hit.
Oh yeah, that song. Look at that girl. I can't
Nah,
sing
nah,
it,
nah.
but- yeah,
Sounds
Nah,
like
but
hard.
Stop it.
you know, for Jay, like it, what I like when I went to his concert is that everybody, at least what I saw, like, cause I was going to it like back in Cleveland. So
You went solo, bro? Damn.
no.
Okay, I was gonna say.
So,
damn. Sad
I mean,
ass
if I
nigga.
wanted to, shoot, it don't matter.
Nah,
But,
Facts.
nah.
Look, I went solo to the St. John concert, but I
Yeah.
But
was on
you
edibles.
always make friends everywhere, so.
Yeah, because I was on edibles. I was high. I'm not gonna hold you. So I was talking to everybody. Mix that with caffeine.
Nigga dapping everybody up.
I was that's bad fun. I was like, yo, what's good? Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? And then I ended up
It's
getting
my
backstage.
show now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think like stuff like that. Like I've been even when I was younger, like I would go to the movies by myself. Here
Oh,
and
and I
there
still do
just
that
to-
now. I miss the
Yeah,
movies,
like-
by the way.
I
Facts.
mean, it is what it is. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like when I went to the concert, right? It's everybody was there, so you see like where Jay started from, and maybe who might
Listen
not have
to him then.
accepted him, but you know when you go to one of his concerts, like you see like everyone is there. You have the people coming straight from work. You have younger folks, older folks, people there in a suit from work, people there in street clothes, people. It's just a good mix of people. Like it's not a one-sided
He is-
thing.
Would you
And-
say he's mastered the art of expanding his demographic?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. That's a fact. But what I like about his songs, like it's just kind of like a story. I feel like one of my, and I think I've told you about this. Maybe I'll say it on the podcast before. I can't remember, but one of the favorite songs that I have by Jay-Z would be Beach Chair.
Yeah, you told me.
And just reason being because like I don't know, when I listen to music, I just listen to it. Like it just makes me want to listen, like hear what's being said, hear all the instruments, hear everything. And I pull something from everything. And when I'm listening to Beach Chair, for me, it's kind of like it gives you an outer body experience. Cause like you start to think to what he's saying. So especially
There's
right
some
now.
bars from it, man.
I don't know. I don't remember
Alright.
everything
Alright,
exactly, but
damn.
you know, go pull the song up.
Alright.
But
Yes.
exactly. So it just gives you an experience while you're listening to it, and that's kind of what I like when I'm hearing the music and relating that to my actual life. You know, I kind of want to be a person that can connect with all type of people, and you know, if I'm creating something or talking with people or working with people, whatever the case might be, showing them something, a given experience that may not have been had before, or it opens someone's eyes to something new or a new way of living. So that's what I like about Jay, and then how he just you can see the growth through everything, but he still kind of stays who he is at the core. At least it seems like it. I don't know, but that's how it seems.
Yeah. Wow. Damn, you just went on the whole Jay-Z rant, huh? True New Yorker in the
I was
sense.
talking for like 3 minutes, less than that.
I really wish we could play the beach chair song right now, but we can't because YouTube will flag this ASAP. As
Right.
soon as we hear one note, we're gone. So we're not gonna do that. But if you guys are listening, go check out the song "Beach Chair" by Jay-Z and see if it gives you the same experience it gave Senor Patrick over here when he
Oh
listened.
yeah,
to it.
I think it will. It's the instruments, everything in there.
I agree with
just
you on
gives
that
you
though.
A
I
vibe where
listen
you
to
just kind of
music.
like
I'm not just listening to
floating away.
lyrics. I'm listening to, like, I hear every single sound, and like Stanley can also even attribute confirm that. Sometimes he sends me songs and I'm like, oh, I can't hear this instrument. This instrument is kind of like quiet, like, you know,
Mhm.
bring it up. But like this one will sound a lot more if it was like tuned down, or like just so to give like some backstory to. So when I'm listening to songs, if I say it's trash, sometimes the lyrics are perfect, but like I'm listening to it, I'm like, it wasn't mixed right, or like, you know. But sometimes I'm
you-
also deaf to it. I'm kind of on and off with it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess the kind of like the last thing I wanted to bring up before we wrap up is just I don't know. Okay, so inspiration from this. I don't know if either of y'all have been watching the versus battles.
Nope.
No?
I
No?
haven't watched not one verse.
All right.
I catch highlights of it when I like hear people.
So
but
I watched a good portion of the DMX and Snoop verse battle. And I think I hopped on the phone with you, so I kind of stopped in between, but I pretty much saw the whole thing.
Mm.
But I don't know, like just something about certain songs, and it's like, damn, like that really took me back. You know, it makes you feel a certain way, like wow. And that kind of re-inspires you. So I guess my question to y'all is that how do you like certain songs like you can tell like this will create some sort of a feeling, some sort of a movement. Like you even seen with Pop Smoke. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
even if he was still here, the energy would have been the same, if not
would.
even more, to
Yeah.
be honest.
because he was growing into
Oh yeah.
like
You
his
know,
artistry. Like
No matter
establishing himself.
which way his career would have went if he, you know, did not have his life taken too early, I still think that whatever, you know what I'm saying, whichever way it would have went, he made his stamp in this part of time and it can't be erased.
Brought a whole new sound.
Yeah. So I guess for y'all, like when you're listening to music, Stanley, you're actively making music. How does it make y'all feel about trying to create something where you can leave your stamp like forever, pretty much?
I'll let Stanley take this first.
I feel like it kind of like allows you to move like differently.
Mhm.
That's why like I'm like kind of like a perfectionist, because I feel like when the more effort you put into like your craft, the more people realize it, and then they just look back on what you created, and it could be like 2 years old, 3 years old, and then because it sticks with them, because it's like
Right.
a memory, it's an experience, and it's like unforgettable because it's, you know, an experience. You know, I feel like if you make what you create an experience and then present that as such, then
Mhm.
people will connect, and you know, they
Gravitate
will
towards it.
gravitate towards it, and then that's your mark that
Right.
you left. So like you could have like, it doesn't matter how many people you have, like you left a mark. So like you could have like 500 people, 1,000, a million, like you're
Mhm.
still leaving a mark with those people, and those people are the people that, you know, you connected with, and they connected with you through your music,
And
through
that's
your art.
exactly what art is supposed to do. It's supposed
Exactly.
to elicit some form of response or some form of emotional response from someone. So as an artist, are you totally satisfied to accomplish what art is meant to accomplish, even without financial compensation? Like, are you really just like, happy when you see someone listening to your song and vibing with it, and you're like, oh, they mess with it? Like when we went to Miami, I told you that my friends didn't even know about you. I was just happened to play the song in the car, and like the whole trip, they just kept playing that one song because it captured how we're feeling
Yeah.
in Miami when we went, like
Yeah.
blasting food up and down the block like crazy. But how does that make you feel? Just seeing people react to what you've made.
It feels great, man. Like coming from like a point of time where like nobody liked my music, talking through my music as I played it, like they didn't really, you know, have any, you know, interest in it. Like now it's kind of like, it kind of like shows me how much progress I made, and I'm happy that like now I'm still around to share that, you know, because like not a lot of
Right.
people, you know, where I come from, you know, live through that, because sometimes their life is taken, you know, because they're surrounded by the wrong people, and I'm
All
happy
right,
that I'm
P Pop.
surrounded by, yeah, happy that I'm surrounded by the right people to like, you know, have people.
Stare you right. I'm gonna just tell you, I don't care how big you get, man. I'll
Still-
still talk shit to your face. It's like, you know how it gets, man. I'll still call you that bald head ass nigga any day.
I'm a
Security.
sexy ball ass nigga.
So, oh wait, I actually do have another question. Let's say you make it big, right? I mean, you are gonna make it big. Let's not even say. We're just putting that energy out there. You are gonna make it big. It's coming. It's on its way to you. You're gonna get there. how do you feel you're gonna navigate through all those friendships that you're gonna have then? Because like I know a lot of people like to stick with their like,
Yeah.
core. But when you get there, do you think you'd be able to navigate that whole entire sphere? Because it's a very crazy, crazy, crazy world that exists in the music, like, business. It's very like, you have to know how to really like read people and like kind of get their intentions. Are you think you'd be ready for that then, or are you just waiting for it to sort of happen and then see how it goes?
Shit, I'm doing it now.
Damn, you
So
cutting
it's
me
kind of
off? Oh shit!
now because like it's
Enjoy
a
the
lot
hoodie.
of
Enjoy the hoodie. I
Not
just got
because
people
like
don't follow. Like, whoa,
no, because
sir.
like like now like a lot of people, because I remember I was dating like a couple of girls, and it was like this girl in particular that I was dating. She had like her whole life, set, and she was working towards it. And then she kind of saw me like at that stage where like I was kind of like talking about the process and everything. And then like we haven't talked in a while, and it was because like she was focused on her, I was focused on me. But then when she saw me actually follow out that plan and that route, she was like, wait, I'm impressed. Wow, he actually did it. He actually did what he said. So it kind of like, it really speaks. And then, people change once they see you change. And then they want to be a part of that success with you. So sometimes you just have to watch out for those people, and you want to stick with the people that was there when you were making the plans.
Yeah.
Because like the people that were like that left when it was just plans, that's not the person. That's not the person that you want to be around. You want to be around the people that like actually want to help you succeed. Support it and support that vision. If they don't, then why waste time having them around, because they're not contributing. If they're not contributing, then it's kind of a waste, right?
I feel you.
So
Yeah,
that's why like it's always good to have like a small circle. Everybody else is just
an acquaintance.
acquaintance. Exactly.
Yeah. Um, was this the same girl that was inspired by Fu? Oh, Fu was inspired by. Excuse me.
I'm not mentioning any names.
No, no. I'm just asking if this was the same girl that
It's the same
inspired
girl.
Fu. Was it?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. Can't say any names though.
You, no, we're not gonna get you in trouble, man. Hey guys,
Yeah.
if you want to slide in his DMs, his Instagram is only call me Stanley.
Go ahead.
It's at only call me Stanley. Slide in his DMs. Talk about the third selection. Talk about the music. You have this new joint coming out. What is it called? I want you to talk about it. Just give the people a little feel for it.
It's called New Lenses.
While looking into the camera, it's called New Lenses, right? What inspired this song, and like why did you name it that?
Because it's like, me actually kind of like quarantine inspired it. Like it was kind of like me looking at things in a different perspective. Because now like I'm in a position where like I've grown. Like now I gotta make big decisions, and I keep certain people around me, and now like I see the real how things change. Like I see things from a different perspective now. So like, let me do what I gotta do, but I'm mindful of what's going around me. So it's kind of like basically seeing things, into the a different perspective. Like I'm seeing things
Through a new lens.
through a new lens for like the reality it is, like
Yeah.
our reality. Because you know how like some people, they're like very, they see
Distracted.
things and then they're distracted, and then they you know think everything's a fairy tale, everything's peachy, but it's not
I like that word, peachy.
peachy.
You never heard of something? Peachy King?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing it, but I like it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna use that.
Oh
Thank you.
God.
It's a very peachy day today, man. Look at my peachy cup, bro. Look at that peachy water. Yeah.
Can you mute yourself?
I know if you had the chance to mute me, you'd have done it on multiple occasions.
Actually, I can. Let's see.
Well, now, can you not though? Nah, chill.
Let's
What?
give it a try.
Is that actually I can't? Oh,
Oh, whoops.
when it's time to mute me, ask me, do I want to be on mute? I'm gonna mute myself now because you want to be petty. You want to be petty, huh? Next pet podcast, I'm starting and I'm muting you for the entire episode. This is gonna be me talking. But no, Stanley, is it possible to give us a slightly a little like snippet of this new song? I'm asking for too much. Oh, he's pulling out the phone. It's coming. Patrick, you gotta get up and dance though. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it from my phone into the microphone.
Okay.
Let's see how that sounds because I don't want to wake people up.
Oh yeah.
Got you.
Your neighbor's gonna be by your window. Turn that shit off.
Blue.
That's it though.
The end of side one of this record.
Y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull up to the scene with a motherfucking drum. Pop star, call me that guy. Yeah, I'm so hot, still on cloud nine. Singing rockabye, baby. We about to hit the jackpot, fuck fame. Don't take it personal, it's just business.
Yeah.
Right here, yeah, we don't catch them.
Ah, cut it.
Yeah.
It's a little
That's it.
snippet.
But that's like basically like the vibe. Like it's very, like it just feels like oof, like you get the chills when you listen to it because every word like it just connects like perfectly. Actually,
It's a beautiful
did this.
song, man.
Yeah, I love it. I really love it. Can't wait to the next one.
Yeah, you said you did this in what?
Oh, I did this like a couple weeks ago. Like
Okay.
I heard the beat and I was like, yo, this is it. Let me just hop in the booth real quick. So I didn't have anything written down or anything. So like I just went
Off the
top. Yeah, feeling. And then like I came up with this concept. I was like, all right, wait, let me do it again. I got it.
Okay.
And then boom.
And you're also dropping it with a very special video. Are you dropping it with the video?
Movie. Yes, sir.
Okay, and I
Same
think
day.
you're doing a triple threat. Like you're dropping a T-shirt on that day, dropping the song, and dropping a music video.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
What led you to doing that whole dropping it a one-time thing? Like, what led to that decision?
Because I can.
Okay, it was just a spur of the moment kind of thing. Not
Yeah,
want
it was
to.
like, yeah, because I can. Like, I just feel like it's like I said, like I wanted to create like an experience, and then I feel like now like I have like a little bit of funding, for like to promote it, and then I think I got like a really solid backing. Like I got
Okay.
like a strong, audience, a core audience, which is good,
Yeah.
especially for starting off. So I think
Yeah.
let's see,
Mhm.
let's see, August 14th.
August 14th, ladies and gentlemen. Mark those days.
Not far away.
Pre-order. Yeah, it's coming. Support your independent artists out here, man. The song is fire. Well, this was a beautiful episode, man.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah.
so much for coming in. You graced,
man.
you graced our screens, man.
Oh, wait,
You
wait,
know,
wait,
nigga
wait.
Patrick muted my freaking mic.
Look, man, you was
We gonna
about to try
talk
to
about
start
that.
rapping or something.
Is that what you gonna
couldn't-
do on
I
the
couldn't
100th
have it.
episode? I'm starting the 100th episode.
No, you not.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna be like, yo, Zoom, he hacked the account. I don't know what happened.
Nah, I'm starting the 100th episode. No.
Well, the 100th episode, we won't be on Zoom.
Okay,
Not
yeah,
really.
it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have the space and like meet up in the space. Let's see
Exactly.
you muted
Ooh.
then, nigga.
Wait, that's fire. That sounds fire.
No, it's gonna be in
yeah.
a location. We would have already had the location, but COVID is still like kicking
Putting a
our
mask
asses. So
on it.
yeah, yeah.
I feel you. Where
Yeah.
where you having a location?
We have something in the works right
Pending.
now, pending.
Pending.
But
Top
I
secret.
think top secret. You know,
Top
once
secret.
you'll be re-invited once we have the location again, just for you to like,
Yeah.
ingratiate that space and like have it be perfect. Give us a little
Bet.
performance if you may.
Yes, sir.
Bring us some new glasses.
Yeah,
That's
we
an
different
idea right there. I'm
shades,
throwing at
different
you.
shades.
I'm throwing an idea right now at you. Think about it. New lenses. Think about making shades, man.
Yeah, man.
Look into it.
Definitely want
Look
to do
into
that.
it.
It's gonna be
Alright.
a lot of work. But
I'm still product managing on the podcast, man. Look at me.
let's get it.
Anyways,
Hell no.
Patrick, you were gonna say.
No, I was just gonna say a big thank you to Stanley for joining us. You are now part of the Timsy.
Archive.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
But yeah, we'll definitely love to have you back. Check in, see how everything's going. And to everybody out there, check out Stanley's music. Stanley, where can they find you at?
Everywhere.
What's the easiest route? Okay, everywhere.
So like whatever. So if you wanna, listen on Spotify, YouTube,
Okay.
Apple, Tidal, just type in "Call Me Stanley." It's one word. Call me Stanley.
There we go.
All
There we
right.
go.
If you can't spell it, it's CALLME.
If you can't spell it-
LEY.
Yeah, exactly how it's spelled. Like
Yeah, if you can't spell it, then
No, and still
I'm
listen
not
to
really
music.
sure.
We want you to listen to music.
use
You don't need to know how
the
to spell.
voice, the voice control.
notes.
Yeah.
Use the voice control thing to find it. So August 14th, ladies and gentlemen, this
Exactly.
music is dropping. Triple Threat. Wow, I can't even speak. Triple Threat T-shirt, music video, an actual song on it, on all
we go.
DSPs. Stanley, thank you so much for
And
being a part of this podcast.
subscribe to They Made Us Say It.
Mhm.
We got a lot more coming for y'all very
A
soon.
lot of exciting information.
yes, sir. And actually, guys,
What
go to
up?
thirdselection.com. Third Selection. So it's 3
Mhm.
RDSELECTION.
I gotta add, man, these hoodies
Yeah.
are very, very well made, and this is not just because he's my boy. I've been through the sampling process with him, and they're very
Nah, this dude
French
real
Terry.
picky about his hoodies.
Yeah, this is like French Terry, and I wish you guys could feel this. So just go on that website, support.
Yeah, go
support
on that
my boy
website.
today.
Definitely subscribe, and get that 10% discount.
Ooh, we have a discount going.
Yes,
What
sir,
is
we
the
got
code
it.
for the discount?
You know
Thirds
everybody
forever.
love their discounts.
What?
Thirds forever. So like
Thirds
3R
forever.
Yeah, 3RDS, and then exactly how you spell
Forever.
forever. So
Thirds
everything
forever
all caps.
on
Gotcha.
thirdselection.com. Go there, check
Yes,
out
sir.
the merch. Really beautiful stuff. If I'm wearing it and I freaking very picky with stuff that I wear, then trust. It's really good. High quality. You won't find this
High
type
quality.
of designs anywhere else. Why is
Back
Patrick
home.
looking at me like that? Look at this nigga.
What?
On that note, you guys need to go, check us out. We're gonna start an Instagram page soon. That's one of the announcements we're gonna pull out. Follow us on Instagram, HassanGHQ, Patrick,
At Pat Steele. Well, Pat
Pat's-
_ Steele.
Pat
whatever.
_ Steele, and
Yeah.
only call me Stanley. We put a lot more information on there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
All
Like,
right.
comment, subscribe. And on that note,
Peace.
we're out of here.